Hi guys, it's Mariah. I'm doing my independent presentation on ferrets. And I'm doing it with the video because I think it's more efficient and stuff than making a poster and stuff. And so the first, where do ferrets come from is the first question I've ever actually heard throughout school, since I do have a ferret. Ferrets actually come from ancient Greece, and they were domesticated about 2,000 years or something like that, and they're really loyal pets. And the Greeks had like a lot of trouble because the word ferret means little thief. That's a Greek word, and the Greeks had a lot of trouble because they would not have their togas, and they wouldn't know where their togas are, and then they would look in a corner and there would be a weasel sitting on top of their togas and other prized possessions. And so if you ever had like a ferret running around in your house or in a room or something like that, and you noticed like clothes were missing and stuff, and then you would look into a corner and there would be the ferret sitting on top of the clothes, then that's what little thief means. So therefore you come across what I'm trying to say. The main ferret diet in the wild, that would be like most black-footed ferrets or regular ferrets. That's Greek ferrets named polecats, and they tend to eat small rodents like prairie dogs, and some of their diet is like the whole animal, like bones, fur, skin, organs, meats, rabbits. Well, rabbit's not a whole animal, but it's an animal. Prairie dogs they would eat. And like a pet ferret, their food, they eat pellets, like rabbit pellets, but not the other rabbit pellets. I mean like the food pellets. And the food pellets contain fish, meat, yeast, wheat, grain, and chicken, and some red blood and stuff to get the old-fashioned taste stuck in their mouth and stuff like that. And I have a little buddy to show you guys today, and he is actually a Greek ferret, and he's a polecat ferret. Ooh, he's going toward the camera. He's curious what the camera is. And if you ever seen like a ferret in a pet store with 2 blue dots in their ears, that means they're neutered. All pet stores have to have a ferret with blue dots like in their ears because that means they're neutered. The neutered sign. And his name is Robin Hood, and he's about 3 years old, and he's actually a ferreting ferret. Ferreting is like a really old sport that they used to do, and they still do it today. It's where they put the ferret into a rabbit hole that they find in the wild. They would take the pet ferret, put him into the rabbit hole, they would run around, chase the rabbit out, and the rabbit would be shot at and killed. But then the ferret would come up and be put on their shoulder, like so. Yeah, that's his little new spot. I love my little boy. And how they swim is their tail acts like a propeller, like to maneuver them, and they do the doggy paddle with their front and back claws. I don't know if you guys can see it, but he's got a mask, and that helps him hunt, and that means he's a masked ferret. And his claws are not like a house cat's. They're actually curved, like a black bear's. And these actually help him climb and like dig into stuff. And when you do flatten out his paws, he does have webbed toes. If I can get him to flatten out his paw again. I'm trying to make him feel comfortable so he can do that. I don't think you guys can see it, but he's got webbed toes like a duck. And they are very energetic, especially the males. The females tend to be a little bit lazy, but they are very hyper too. He's actually pretty young still, so he's all hyped out and not wanting to listen to me. And they actually do make noises. If you touch them in a spot they don't like it, like that, see how he's like moving his legs and stuff? He'll make like a hissing or like a screech sound, like a sound like that. That's actually their call saying stay away from me. And their teeth are pretty sharp too. This helps clamping down, like, if I can get him to do this. I don't know if you guys saw that for a very short period of time, but their teeth are very sharp. That means they can rip apart meat and stuff and bones. He's not very happy with me right now. And that's also what their claws are supposed to do, is to help rip apart the claws and stuff. I mean, the meat. Wow, I'm doing well today. And their tail actually is this long because this actually distinguishes, like in the wild, when they're running around in their little prairies, this is how ferrets would tell each other, from their markings and their scent. Ferrets actually do have odors, and their odor is like a dirty litter box odor, kind of. But that does not keep me away from him. I love him. And when they're neutered, they have a stink gland removed, but then the stink gland is still, like, there's not a stink gland, but it's still got like an odor, like a dog odor, like a wet dog. Yeah, but it's not like that kind of odor. And his ears are very small too. And his nose and how his head is shaped, his head is like shaped like a V, so that helps him maneuver through ground and tough, rigid stuff. And they actually do have like hands. If I can show you guys his hands. Well, that's the end of my presentation, and I have stuff to show you guys after this video, so I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.